Alrighty, hello, welcome back to a VS Code Part 2 tutorial. So, I'm just gonna take you through, where a little summary and a little review from the first part. So, start in the UCC GitLab page, or any GitLab page. Then, fork the project. This lets you create an origin master from your original master copy if you want to get into the technical terms. But anyways, from here, click the code drop down menu. You got the open with VS Studio's Code and with HTTPS, and make sure you have a directory that you want to work in. I believe I have one in desktop. And open. Now here are your files. So before we start working with them, let's just get a few extensions that are helpful. So make sure you also have Python installed, and you can actually run code with Python. That is a prerequisite for this. So, but other than that, I also recommend just installing some of the VS Code Python extensions because they're pretty useful. All these that I go through. Extension pack, especially because it has auto docstring, which is good for Copilot, and Jinja, which I don't know what that is yet, but it came up when I was trying to deconstruct the HTML files, so you might need that. And also this Python environment manager thing is pretty cool, pretty nifty. Gives you this little button right here, and if you have multiple Python versions, it allows you to switch between them. But yeah. So other than that, another essential extension to have is live preview. Well, it's not essential, but it saves you time. So this basically allows you to create a live Google server in VS Code itself, so you don't have to keep switching over to Chrome to view your changes that you're making to the website. Alright, now I'm just going to go through some extensions that are not necessary, but I highly recommend. So one of them is Prettier, which is a default code formatter, and I'll show you, hopefully remember to show you what it does later. So download this, and to set this up, go into your settings, search up default formatter, and make sure to select Prettier from here. It should be selected none by default, but once you install Prettier, it should pop up as an option here, and you can select it. Alright, next up is the image preview extension. So this one just gives you a little icon in the little margin side to the left of the line numbers when you're coding. So when you link an image, a little small version of it will pop up, just so you can make sure that you're linking the proper image and not accidentally linking the wrong image. So that one's also just generally helpful. And last but not least, one modify. So this is just a theme. This one Monokai theme. It's just a good theme that for VS Code. You can change the themes in the settings, themes, color theme, and you can just like play around with these to something that doesn't make your eyes hurt after like 2 hours of non-stop coding. So I like this one, so I'm just throwing the recommendation out there. Other than that, another good setting to just pop on is autosave. So this one, files autosave, make sure you set this to on focus change instead of just off, so you don't have to save your files, Command S them every time you want to make a update change, or before even running your program. So that'll save you some headache there. Okay. Now I think we should be ready to start actually like running the files. So the main way you're gonna run the files is with this Python file. You can see all the HTML files in here and all the Bootstrap and CSS style sheets in here in the static folder. So let's say we just want to update team. So let's open this up, and let's also open up the Python code. So let's run the Python code. Also, before you are actually able to run the Python code, you are going to need to install Flask and Frozen Flask. So to do that, run pip install Flask, and it's already satisfied on my computer, but it should take some time for your computer. And then we got pip install Frozen Flask. Okay, as you can see, it's also already installed on my computer. And now you should be able to successfully run this Python file. So it should pop up with this little HTTP link. You can either control click this and it'll pop up in the Chrome page, or since we got that nice extension, let's use that. So let's copy this link with Control Shift C, because be careful, Control C quits it. And now to actually use that extension, hit Control Shift P or Command Shift P if you're on Mac, and then search up simple browser show. This one right here. And then it's going to prompt you for a URL, so paste in that URL that the Python script gave you, and hit that, and there we go. And now we have a nice little live update page. So now if I want to, let's say, change the background of this home page, I would go into the style sheets, so the CSS style sheets. As we can see, this background hero, it looks like it relates to this part right here. So let's try changing that to a dark green. So 0064. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. It does look like dark green, so this should change colors right here. So, and we don't even need to hit Command S because it should just be automatically saving for us. And if we reload this, there we go. You can see the color changed. So now let's also say you want to edit some text. The main text editing will be done within the HTML files. So here's where all the written content is for the Teams page. So let's just say right here, meet the lift team. Right? And now if we Command S this, for some reason it does not show up if you're actually editing the HTML. Just kidding, I lied. Okay, it did not work on Caesar's computer, but it works on mine, so I don't know what he did wrong, but you know, it works for me. It may work for you. It may not. So, but yes, this is basically how we will start to edit our wiki and stuff like that. And now, before I forget, let's show you uh, what the prettier extension does. So if I go to this bootstrap.min.css, you can see it looks like absolute nonsense, like nonsensical garbage, right? But with that default formatter, what I should be able to do, just click on it and Control S. And it's taking some time because it is making it pretty. And look at that. I can actually somewhat decode this and kind of tell what the code is for. It did make the file 10 times bigger, but at least I can somewhat see what stuff means, okay? So we can do that to both the bootstrap files, which are the main annoying ones. So just click anywhere, Control S. And there we go. And now all these should be a lot easier to read. And that is the power of the prettier extension. Alright. I believe that is all I have for now. If you guys have any more questions, of course, feel free to come and ask me. Other than that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.